1962 Gillette FatBoy that needs revamped. This is all beat up. Lighting, I hope, is doing it justice. My plan is to send this over to Matt over at Razor Emporium. You know, he refinishes all razors. I saw a gold-plated razor he did by Timeless that one of our subscribers had, and I'll just plug that in right now. What a gorgeous job that came out to be. And Matt was commenting on, you know, how, you know, well those Timeless razors are polished out. He's like, dude, I love getting something that clean compared to something like this. He said he doesn't have to do much. He doesn't have to, you know, polish it up to that high degree to put whatever kind of plating you want on it. So I thought that was pretty cool, and man, that razor looked fantastic by Timeless. But anyhow, this is a open to close razor. I have never got a good shave with this. I bought this off eBay 2 years ago when I first started wet shaving, and I just haven't got a good shave out of it. I think something's wrong with it. That's why I want to send it to Matt. But you know, obviously I want it cleaned up, but I want to make sure it's good. But I'm thinking in my head, okay, self, when you used that razor, that FatBoy, years ago, you really didn't know how to shave. You were still learning technique, and I used to, you know, this is what I do. I took you guys through the process of me shaving my face and all the mistakes I made so you didn't have to do that. And I think now I might be able to get a good shave out of it. At least I'm hoping. And doing my research of these razors, I found this old commercial right here.
Now that's a decent sort of a shave. And the only way to get a decent shave, a real man shave, is with Gillette. Believe me, nothing can possibly shave as smooth, as clean, as close. Take Gillette's Super Blue Blade, the blade your face can't feel. Slip it into a precision-built Gillette razor and get the smoothest shave of your life. Here's a completely new Gillette adjustable razor. See, you adjust the blade exposure to suit yourself with these 9 different settings. The adjustable executive comes in this handy travel case with Super Blue Blade dispenser for 50 shillings. When you're a man with real bristle, you need a real man shave with water, lather, and Gillette.
As always, I'm going to use I'm going to do like a vintage shave for everything I have. Now I'm just going to throw some water on my face. Just got out of the shower about 15 minutes ago. Some Tobbs sandalwood. I love this stuff. I don't use it enough anymore because, you know, everybody wants these new artisan soaps and all that. And I'm like, okay. You know, I'm just going to take yay much, just fingertip full. Got my little handy dandy shaving bowl. Have you guys seen these yet? These are just dog feeding bowls you can get at your local pet store. They're for like $4 or $5. So I just put it in there in the bottom with ever, just gonna put the residue here. And then whatever, you know, brush I plan on using, which, dude, I'm in love with this Timeless adjustable razor. I know a lot of you guys have bought them because they're flying off the shelves. That's how good these shaving brushes are. With a synthetic, I just dump it down in the water, right? I wring it out. And then I'm just gonna go right in here and start working up a lather. Taylor of Old Bond Street, or Tobbs as it's known, just whips up in about, I don't know, 45 seconds, maybe a minute. And you're looking for the consistency of whipped cream. A lot of people say yogurt. I like mine a little thicker than that because I'm going to add some more water to it, possibly when it gets on my face, and I just don't want to not do it enough. But we're getting close there. I'm going to just stick the tips down there to grab, you know, just a little bit of water. And again, I'm just going back to it. Now, I generally like to face lather just because I'm spending all this time, a minute or two or whatever, inside this bowl where, you know, I could have spent that time on my face. You know, you get shaving cream everywhere. I just think, for me, it's a little cleaner, but this is what we're doing today. Stuff smells great. Love the scent of this stuff. Now what I'm going to do is spend some time and just work this in on my face. But at the Wet Shavers meetup, I met a lot of new subscribers, or a lot of subscribers of the channel. Hey, that was so awesome meeting you guys. Appreciate that. If I didn't run into you, well, maybe next time. But I had a lot of fun up there. Matt over at Razor Emporium, him and I really hit it off, and sat down and had a lot of good conversations about, you know, wet shaving and just life in general. We had a great time. I'm actually thinking about going down to Arizona to his shop and, you know, doing a tour, and maybe, you know, well, doing a tour for sure, and then him and I doing a couple videos together. So look forward to doing that with him. Nothing's set in stone yet, but we'll work something out. Okay, so see, when you bowl lather, I like to, you know, work that soap into me. And when I bowl lather, I don't know, I feel like I'm doing it half-assed. Is that the term I'm looking for? You know, I have a lot of growth on my face. A ton of growth. All right, so I'm going to let that set up. I'm going to go in with my baseline. These Persona Comfort Coats, which are my all-time favorite blades. I do have the AccuForge and the Med Preps, but again, I have not had a good shave with this razor ever. And I want to get a good one. So, you know, it's a TTO, open to close. You just set the blade in on top. That's what's awesome about these. I know my first razor blade, I actually went with a TTO as well, just because, you know, it's weird because all the propaganda that Gillette has thrown our ways, and all the other manufacturers of razors, to not use razors like this. So I'm going to start it off. It goes from 1 to 9 here. It's on 1 now. You know what? I'm going to start on 1 because I've never gotten a good shave, and just see where I'm at on a 1. Start over here. I mean, isn't that amazing? A week's worth of growth, that's just combing right through. On 1. Tell me, is there something wrong with my razor? I'm thinking there might be. But I can say this. I think Gillette, this is more for a 1-pass shave. I think that's what it was designed for, not doing 3 passes. Yeah, dude, that 1 is good. And I'm not having to do much at all. Just letting that razor do the work. I'm gonna flip that because I don't want this thing to struggle at all. That's the best shave I've ever got with this razor so far. Loving that. Amazing. Does technique matter? Yes, it matters. I could not get a good shave with this, but I've never shaved on 1 either. can see those shave bubbles flying around. If you see those, generally for me, if that stuff's flying around, my shaving soap isn't wet enough. That's one thing I've noticed. Yeah, brother, that's just removing growth with no problem. Should I do a Gillette shave? Just do a one pass. All right, let's give that a rinse. All right, a little bit left. It's going to take mostly just on my neck area, and I'm going to go across the grain on my cheeks, just because that's just how I always shave. And then I'll go against the growth on my neck. One thing to keep in mind, though, is when you're shaving this way with any safety razor, I don't care what it is, if you have your face mapped, and that might have been one of my problems as well back in the day, I think I was still trying to do a 3-pass shave, and you know, I'm just not successful about it. What I found is I can't go across the grain down here like this with the razor, or I just break out. So I just been going through hope of subscribers on this channel and viewers, you know, just go with the grain and then go against the grain. When your face gets used to a razor, I have to stress that when you first start going against the grain at first, you're gonna suffer a little bit, just because your face isn't used to that sharp of a razor. That makes sense. All right, I'm just gonna set that to the side. I'm gonna leave it on 1. I'm curious what Matt thinks about this. Is it jacked up, or Gillette FatBoy is just that aggressive? Now, I have been told the Gillette Slims, the red tips, those are way smoother shavers. Maybe I'll pick one of those up, you know, someday down the road. But I'm just gonna go against the growth here. Okay. Probably shouldn't have done that. That's really where I get irritation all the time. My hair from my Adam's apple up to the bottom of my chin grows from here to my ears. Can feel a little bit of irritation. Now from the bottom of my Adam's apple down, my hair grows up. So if you have hair below your Adam's apple, it's generally gonna grow up from there. All right, now let me just go across the grain. Not even. The 2 years shaving here on YouTube has made a difference in my technique. It has. So don't get frustrated, stay with it. Probably should have done this video a long time ago. I just couldn't stand this razor because I couldn't get a good shave with it. Plain and simple. All right, let me give this a rinse. My my neck is stinging. It did get me a little bit there. It might be a little too aggressive for me. That's what I'm thinking. That's a mild blade, but I just think, you know, might be a little too aggressive. All right, so just running this Alum block underneath here. I like it soaking wet. Yep. A lot of tingle down here. Not burning, but a lot of tingle everywhere. Nothing around my lips, nothing on my cheeks, but yeah, down here. Yeah, it's too aggressive for me. I think there's something wrong with the razor. I really do. I think it's out of balance or something. But I did get unscathed. Now, I've never shaved with this razor and not cut myself either. Just goes right back into this. This is that Parker one. This thing's awesome. Comes in a case and everything. Setting that aside. Now, with that Alum, it's a tell-all. If you're not using that and you have sensitive skin, buy it. It's inexpensive. 10 bucks. Okay. Then, all-time favorite, Thayer's. You guys haven't tried this stuff. I mean, the only place I know to buy it is Amazon, but wherever you buy it from, I'm just telling you, this is one of the things you definitely want to use. Or witch hazel, at least in your aftershave. I like putting it on both. I don't care if my aftershave has it. I still want this stuff on my face because, brother, it's so refreshing. Oh, man. In the mornings, you know, my eyes are puffy. And what the Thayer's does, it takes out inflammation. So it helps with that, too. Love that. Woods and Spices. Huh? Woods and Spices by Ariana and Evans. Met Peter up there as well. He threw a couple things at me that he had, and he's going to give me some more stuff. But cool thing is, his bottles are freaking sweet, dude. About yay much in there, however thick you want it. Oh, yeah, dude. Woods and Spice. Amazing. It smells like a very high-end cologne. It does. Tell me what you guys think down below. Well, thank you guys so much for watching. If you like this comment, click on this video right here to see my first shave ever with that Gillette FatBoy. And thank you so much for your support. And I'll see you guys down in the comments section. Have a great weekend.